Hey, my name is Donnie, and I'm the creator of hitplay. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and for exploring becoming a host on this platform. We're going to take a complete look at using hitplay as a music reviewer or live music review host, or even just a live music host on any streaming platform. So whether you're reviewing music on TikTok or Twitch, or hosting a live radio show where users submit the songs, hitplay can be the ultimate platform for you and your audience. So let's start with the part that matters for a lot of creators, and that's money. Sales on hitplay are simple. Users buy credits with US dollars or their own local currency, and for everyone on the app, 1 credit is equal to $1 US. The cost of hitplay to you as a host is just the transaction fees. It's a flat rate, 5%, which means for every 100 credits you earn, you'll make 95 US dollars. In fact, hitplay doesn't make any profit from you as a host. Users will pay a small fee when they purchase credits in the app, and that fee ranges from about 5 to 15% depending on how much the user spends. The more credits a user buys at one time, the smaller the transaction fee, just like you'd expect. But let's move on, and we'll talk more about the financial details of the app later on in this video. So if you're ready to use hitplay as your submission platform and your home base for your community, then this video is going to walk you through each step to get your hitplay room set up and show you how to control everything as a host on the platform. Let's start with getting the app downloaded on your mobile device. If you're using an Android device, head to the Google Play Store and search for hitplay. Similarly, if you're using an iOS device like this, head to the Apple Store and search for hitplay as well. You can also use the download buttons on hitplayapp.com. Once you've downloaded the app to your device, open it and head through the onboarding process. Next, you'll reach the home page, so click on the icon of the person in the top right and then select register. Here's where your viewers will register accounts as artists when they're ready to submit to your show. You're going to select register as a host and follow the form on the next page. After you've registered your account, the next step is to upload your show photo. So you just select the photo square in the center, tap on select a photo on the next screen, and select a photo for your show from your camera roll. Click done to upload it. Next, you'll see the big button in the middle of your profile. It currently says get approved. It's at this stage that you need to head to the hitplay website at hitplayapp.com to fill out an official application. This simple application will gather all the information we need from you to ensure your show and online brand are a good fit for the hitplay platform. Don't worry, this is really just an opportunity for me to make sure that you're a real person with a real and honest presence online and not like a bot or a scammer. So really don't worry about this process. Once you've been approved as a host, you'll receive an email from the hitplay app. The next thing you'll want to do is head back to the app and get your settings buttoned up. Now the first thing we want to update is your room name. You'll want to put the name of your show as it stands on the streaming platform that you host from. In this example, I'll name the show An Honest Music Review. Tap on Save Room Name to save the data. Next, let's put in the genres we accept. I'm actually allowing all genres in my show, as many reviewers do, so I'll put all music welcome. This is going to show up just like this in our room for all users. To lock that in, tap on Save Genres. Okay, now we're going to set the price of the priority lines, or as many know them, the skip lines. These are lines designed to allow viewers to pay for your priority and skip ahead in the queue. You as a host on hitplay will have 1 free line and 2 paid lines. To set the cost of your lines in your settings, look for your skip rate. Now, whatever you set the cost of your first paid line to, the skip line, the second paid line, or skip plus line will be double that automatically. So if you set the skip rate to say 5, then the skip plus rate will automatically be set to 10. If you set it to 7, then skip plus will be 14, and so on. Now, these lines separate your overall queue into 3 distinct priority zones: free, skip, and skip plus. Now within these lines, users can buy a boost. A boost allows a user to spend either 1 credit or 5 credits at a time to boost their way up in the line that their song is currently in. So if they boost while they're in the free line, they'll go up in the free line by however many credits they spend on the boost. But a song using boost will never change lines. Users can, however, skip or skip plus at any time, just like they can with boosts. So it's recommended users first spend the credits to skip as high as they want, and then use boost to bid for that priority inside that line. Let's go ahead and set our skip rate to 5 credits. It's a great price for a show that's just starting out. And this will set our skip plus line automatically to 10 credits. Next, in your settings, you'll see the boost control toggles. Now that you know how boosts work, it's really up to you to decide how and when you want to use them. You have a toggle to turn on and off the boost option for 1 credit. This means users are forced to spend a minimum of $5 to boost a song. But they can still boost in any of the lines though, in this makeup. Next, you can toggle on or off the boost option for the free line. Now, this effectively creates a free line that is truly first come, first serve, meaning the order is based entirely on the time the user submitted their song, and no one in the free line can boost their way to the top of that line. Lastly, you can turn the boosts off for the paid lines as well. This gives you the option to remove boosts entirely too. It's perfect if you don't want viewers who skip to be able to further bid for your priority. So with these 3 toggles, you can have pretty much any combination of boost options in your lines. Next, as you scroll down, you'll see the streaming links for your show. You're going to want to add a link to your profile for each place that you stream. If you only stream from TikTok, please only add your TikTok link. Or if you only stream from Twitch, only save your Twitch link here. These links will show up in your room as icons, and having any link showing that doesn't lead to an actual streaming location might confuse your viewers who are using the hitplay app. Lastly, the name field is for you as the host. So I'll set my host name as Donaldo, and this will show up under my show listed on the app. All right, we're all finished with the setup, so let's take this show live. So at this point, you'd want to have your normal streaming setup and at the ready. But a benefit of using hitplay as your submission app is that you can always take your room live on hitplay before you start streaming live on TikTok or YouTube or wherever you go live. And you could have a full queue before you even start streaming. So consider that when you're using the app. Now, you can use the mobile version to go live and control your room, but it's recommended that you use the hitplay web portal for hosts to control your show. Due to the amount of screen space required for all your show data, like the songs and the order and all the other things, it's definitely the most effective and robust way to operate your stream. So let's head over now to hitplayapp.com and get acquainted with the control center. Now, once you click at the website, you'll click Host in the top right. This will bring you to a login page where you will log in with your same credentials from the app. Once you've gotten logged in, you'll see your dashboard has similar stuff as the app. You can see how much money you have to be paid, how much you've earned in total, and how many songs you've reviewed so far on hitplay. Your settings and the Pay Me feature are currently only on the mobile app. Now, to go live on hitplay and take your room public, all you need to do is click Go Live from the web portal or on the mobile app. This will take your room live on hitplay for everyone to see. And if you're on the web portal, it'll send you over to the control center. Now, once you've gone on the air, your room will remain open on the app and open for entries even if you leave this page. You can even close the tab or shut your computer off entirely. Your room will actually remain open until you click the big red button, Go Off Air. So note that you can navigate around the web portal or the app without fear of going off the air, losing the line that you've collected, or losing your place in it. Also, it's good to recognize with all of that you need to click Go Off Air at the end of each show so that your users aren't submitting to your line thinking that you're currently streaming and getting upset at you or upset at us. Now that you've gone live, artists and users can start submitting to your room. I've loaded up a few tracks here so we can take a look at all the various capabilities you have on the control center. Now, for the user on the mobile app, they will see the queue as a continuous feed of songs, but they will be color-coded by line, and the boost amount is shown next to their entry. Currently, I have both 1 and 5 credit boosts turned on, and boosts open on all lines. So you can see on both the Web Control Center and the app that we have songs in each of the paid lines and in the free line. Songs in the free line and skip line have used boosts. Our topmost entry in line has spent a total of 15 credits, 10 for skip plus, and 5 for the boost. Now it's time to start listening. You as the host have 2 options to play a song. You can use the Next Song button, and this will pull the song at the top of the queue out of line and place it into the Now Playing section. At this time, it will also reorganize the line automatically. However, in the instance you don't want to play the next song in line, you can actually use this black next arrow button to the right of the submission. This button will pull that particular song out of line and place it into the Now Playing section and reorganize the lines. So if you give away free skips at a certain amount of likes on TikTok or give free skips to subscribers, this is an easy way to play their songs outside of the normal queue. Just have them drop it in the line and you can play it out of order. Let's go ahead and click Next Song and move the top track into the Now Playing section. You can see once the song moves into the Now Playing section, we've got all the tools we need to play the song for our audience. We have the track name and artist front and center here. This play button switches to a pause button once you start playing the song, and you can also scrub through the song by dragging the ball here. You can also see how much time has played versus what's remaining, and you've also got the volume bar over here. Lastly, you've got access to whatever link the user placed in their submission behind this icon right here. This could be a link to Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, or any number of file sharing options the artist wanted to send you their file through. You'll also notice that we've earned 15 credits. We've earned 10 credits for the skip plus since the song had skipped ahead to the paid lines, and also that submission had used a 5 credit boost to ensure they would go first. Now, it's very important to note that it's in this moment when you click Next Song or you use the next arrows that you're collecting the credits from the artist. You do not get the credits if you don't move their song up into the Now Playing section. Now, there's a lovely feature I've built into this whole system where when you finish your show and click Go Off the Air on this big red button here, anyone still in the queue who has spent credits to get into a paid line, for instance, or for a boost, will get them back immediately returned to their account when you go off the air. So if you're not going to play the track, don't click Next Song. Otherwise, if they've spent any credits to skip or boost, that's when you'll take those credits from them. Okay, now I'm going to move a song that's not technically next out of line and into the Now Playing section. We'll use the double black arrows here to move that song out of line and then start playing it. Now, this submission doesn't have an audio file uploaded. The first sign of that is the 2-second long track timer next to the song. Basically, there's no audio here. And if you play this song, you'll hear a very quick recording of a person saying,
"No audio file uploaded."
So those are 2 ways to confirm that the user did not upload a file with this entry. It's at this point you're going to want to click on the link button to access this submission instead. Now, in the instance that the user submitted a song without an audio file and their link doesn't work or leads to a place you don't have access to, that's when you'll need to instruct your audience on what links will work for your show. We see this mainly in instances with somebody submitting an Apple or a Spotify link and then the host having access to only one of those services. Oftentimes, it's best to ask your audience to use public links like YouTube or SoundCloud if you're limited on your end as a host. That way, other folks who are using the app can also access the submission behind that link button from their phones. This is also a good time to note that as an artist on hitplay, I can see all this changing on my device as well in real time. From my own phone, I can listen to the track in the Now Playing section and also access the link that the artist submitted. This is awesome because it gives your audience an immediate access point to the location the artists who submitted wanted to send listeners to, especially if it's a location where they can earn royalties for streams. Then your live show is basically like a funnel for more listeners and potentially more income for every artist that submits to your show. As you can see here, a new song has just entered the line and skipped ahead of everyone else. Back in the control center as the host, I see that as well on my computer. Everything on the app and control center, like I mentioned, is real time and does not require any page refreshing. So I'll go ahead and click Next Song, and we'll take a listen to this track. Excellent. And here you'll see a donation come in. Now artists can skip, they can skip plus, they can boost within a line using the boost option, and they can also donate. So there are basically 3 distinct ways for your audience to spend money on the app in your show. Now donations as they come into your control center will be listed with the newest one at the top. Also, both the donations container and the queue container are scrollable windows. So once they fill up, you can actually scroll up and down to see the data inside of the windows. Next, let's talk about some of the data you see here to the left of the queue. We have your on-air status first. Next, we've got the status of your free line and your paid lines, how many songs are in line in total, and finally, how many credits you've earned this stream. Now remember, 1 credit is equal to $1, so whatever this says is how much money you'll make at the end of your show minus that 5% transaction fee. You have 2 buttons here above the red Go Off Air button. Now these 2 buttons are toggles, so if you click the button that says Close the free line, you'll notice the free line becomes closed. And then as an artist trying to send a song into the show, if I try to submit a free entry now, I will see this message on my screen. So this gives you the ability to host a show where entries must submit a payment. You could also, if you wanted to, click the button to toggle Close All Lines. You might use this particular setup towards the end of a show if you no longer want to take submissions, but you want to keep the room open so that your audience can see the line. Now if I try to submit from my device, I'll see a different message on my phone. Lastly, I could just open the free line by toggling the Open the Free Line button. This would allow you to offer a free entries only show. And you'll notice every time I toggle one of these buttons, the status is updated in real time directly above. So you can run essentially any combination of lines to best suit your needs as a host or your audience. Our final feature built into the control center here is one that will come in handy from time to time. Now this is the ability to ban a user and remove their track. If someone submits a song, maybe they're trolling or not welcome in your show, or possibly they've entered some obscene submission, you may want to remove and ban that person from your line and room. This is very easy and quick. All you got to do is click on their artist name in line and a pop-up will appear. Select Ban on the pop-up, and this will remove the user from the line and ban them from entering any more submissions. You'll find their name and information in the banned users section on your dashboard, which I will show you in a moment. So that concludes the demonstration of the control center. Now you've seen pretty much how everything works here and how to control your room, play the songs, and handle the line. Let's move on to some additional features that you're probably going to find super helpful or at least really nice for your show. Now if you're inside your control center, in the top right, above the volume control, you will see a mirroring option. If you click this, a new tab will open. You can take this window now and use it as a display of the queue for your show. It's got a full screen look to it with the lines nicely separated, and your show image is up top next to the current song and artist that is playing. The awesome thing about this feature is really the connection you're making between you and your audience. Data shows that there is a positive psychological experience that's happening when a user can change something physically in a space somewhere else in the world from their own device. So in your case, for an artist to submit a song into your show through hitplay and have it show up on the screen that's behind you, that's really powerful for your audience. And honestly, it's just really fun. So I recommend using this tool wherever you can. I will show you how to customize this page shortly when we talk about the online web submission portal. Let's navigate back to our Control Center tab and then click Dashboard in the top left. This is going to take us back to our host profile. You'll see the money we've earned on this live has updated already at the correct rate and amount. Now below our Go Live button, we have two other amazing features. First is our email lists, and then our banned users. Starting with our banned users list, as you saw earlier when we banned that entry from our line, here it is in our banned users list. You'll see everything you need to reach out to the person and clear up any issues around why the ban occurred. Or you're also welcome to just simply leave them banned forever. If you do clear the air and want to remove this user's ban from your room, all you need to do is click the trash can next to their entry. Heading back to the dashboard, let's take a look now at email lists. Every time you receive an entry in your room, we are collecting and submitting this user's data to you personally. You'll receive the artist name, their email, and the time of their entry. So on this page, you'll notice the first thing you see is a big old calendar right at the top. And any place you see black squares are days where you've gone live and taken submissions through hitplay. So if we click on a black square, you'll notice it loads a list of the entries from today. Now you have two options with this. You can either download the emails from that day, or you can download all of the emails from the entire month that you have selected above. I'll go ahead and download all of the emails from this month. Downloading the email list will generate a CSV file, which you can now take to any email marketing and campaign manager and just begin building an email marketing system. This is highly recommended that you build your email lists up because you can leverage them to let people know when you're going live next, inform users of new music releases that you're doing, or even merchandise that you might be selling. There's just tons of reasons why using an email list from your live shows will only boost your business goals. The next feature in your dashboard I want to talk about is your web submission portal. With each host room, you have the ability to send users to a guest submission form. Now this is entirely on the web and can be accessed without an account or the hitplay app. So for any users watching your show who are maybe hesitant or unable to download an app, you can give them this option. To set up your custom web submission room, all you need to do is create your custom URL. To do this, head into Customize Room. Here you can create your room URL, where you'll send users to submit online who don't want to access via the app. Your URL can only be letters, numbers, and hyphens. Now we'll set ours to honest-review-show. Now below we can see the button that will take us there, and in this new tab we can see our custom URL at the top. Now this is the default look, but we can further customize this room and our mirroring page with the settings on the Customize Room page. So let's go ahead and add a cool photo to the background and modify the colors for the fonts and the line backgrounds. And because we know that darker text will look good with this design, I'm going to keep the dark link option selected. Next, if we select Open Room, this is how it will look to users of your show. You'll notice the customization we set is applied here, as well as the mirroring page over here. You can copy this submit URL and add it to your bio, link tree, etc. But remember, currently the app is the best experience for the artist. They can upload and store their music, enter songs with a single tap to any show, and skip and boost easily at any time. With the online submission, the user is limited as a guest to only one free submission in the line at a time. So do note those current limitations when offering this option to your audience. Now, again, I want to mention one last time that most of the settings for the hitplay host profiles are going to be found on the mobile app. Your skip rate, your boost controls, your social links, all of that is going to be found on the app. So do your setup on the app and then run your show on a laptop or a desktop computer over the web. Settings will be coming to the web host portal in the very near future. Finally, I want to talk about the financial part of hitplay, the part that I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting to hear about. Now, as you accrue money in your account through skips, boosts, and donations, it will be added to both the fields to be paid and total earned. When you're ready to get paid, you simply head to your profile using the mobile app and click on Get Paid. If you have more than $20 in your account, you can then select Pay Me. This sends a notification to myself, and I'll send you that exact amount in your To Be Paid field to whatever payment account you'd like. We can send payments to you via Cash App, PayPal, Apple Pay, etc. But just remember, all of the earnings that you make on the app will be taxable income by federal, state, and local governments, depending on where you're from. Also, your to be paid field will be emptied out each time a payment is completed. All hosts, regardless of the size of their show, will earn a 95% of every credit spent in their room. One credit is worth $1, so for every 100 credits or $100 spent in your room, you're going to receive $95. hitplay makes its profit off of the transaction fees added at checkout to the artist and makes nothing from the hosts. The app is structured this way to give new shows the best opportunity to start their own community. My motto with hitplay since the beginning is that I don't make money unless you're making money. So my success is directly influenced by yours, giving me a vested interest in the growth and quality of your show. And so in short, I'm genuinely in your corner with this app. Now folks, that's everything you need to know about using hitplay to run your live streams. I invite you to go through the sign up and approval process if you haven't already and start running your show using this new platform and tool set. I truly believe that by creating a universal experience for the artists to submit to your show and others like it, we'll just generate a much larger overall market for all reviewers and streamers to benefit from. We'll be creating a community that we can nourish and grow together while we implement new tech to bring more value and informations to artists. And that, my friends, is our honest mission. So together, let's do this thing. You can keep up to date with all of the changes to the hitplay platform and app at hitplayapp.com/updates. And I thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And if you have any questions, please email me at info@hitplayapp.com. As always, take care of your mind, take care of your body, and take care of your soul. Peace, y'all.